Let's talk about that smartwatch on your wrist. Yeah, we all know it's great for tracking steps, but what if it could do so much more? What if it could unlock some pretty deep secrets about your health, just by paying attention to the way you walk? Well, today we're diving into some incredible new research that's making that a reality.
Seriously, forget about just counting steps. We are talking about a whole other level of analysis here. The kind of thing that used to be only for, elite athletes in super expensive medical labs. What if that little device on your wrist could see the tiniest changes in your stride, the subtle shifts in your balance? What could that tell you about your health?
And that unique rhythm, the way you walk, it has a name. It's called your gait. And it's basically a fingerprint for your health. Think of it like a walking signature that's totally unique to you. Just like a doctor checks your heart rate, we're now learning how to read your gait to get a snapshot of your overall well-being. It's a powerful new vital sign that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time.
So if gait is so important, you might be wondering, why isn't it as common as checking your blood pressure? Well, the answer comes down to a classic problem. It's always been a trade-off between getting super accurate data and actually being able to get that data in your daily life. Until now, you really could only have one or the other.
I want you to picture this for a second. A high-tech laboratory filled with special force plates on the floor, motion capture cameras all around, and a whole team of scientists analyzing every tiny detail of your stride. That's traditional gait analysis. It's incredibly precise for sure, but it's a universe away from our normal, everyday lives.
So you see the dilemma, right? On one hand, you have the gold standard, the lab. It's super accurate, but you can't exactly pack it up and take it with you on your morning walk. Then, on the other hand, you've got your smartphone. It's always with you, which is great, but its accuracy completely depends on where you put it. Is it in your front pocket, your back pocket, your bag? That makes it pretty inconsistent for tracking things over time. But what if there's a third option? What if the key to unlocking all this amazing gait data has been right there on our wrists this whole time? This is where the smartwatch comes in, the unlikely hero of this story. You know, the real beauty of the smartwatch is its consistency. It's simple, right? It's always there in the exact same spot, capturing the movement of every single arm swing when you walk. And this constant, reliable stream of data, well, that turns out to be the secret to its power.
So how does the magic actually happen? It's basically a three-step dance between you, your watch, and a really smart AI. First, your watch's sensors capture the raw data, the rhythm of your arm swing. Then, you just provide one little piece of the puzzle, your height. And finally, the AI model takes all of that and translates it into this incredibly rich understanding of how you walk. Okay, so what kind of insights can this actually unlock? Let's start with the most intuitive one, gait speed. It's really just a simple measure of how fast you walk, but it turns out to be a surprisingly powerful signal for your overall health. But believe me, it gets even more interesting. The AI can also measure something called your double support time. That's the teeny tiny split second in your walking cycle when both of your feet are on the ground at the same time. It's a critical moment for stability, and it's a very subtle detail that can be an early warning sign for balance issues down the line. And then, of course, there's step length, the distance you cover with each stride. And get this, the AI can figure this out just from the motion of your wrist. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. It's like having that high-tech gait lab we talked about, but shrunk down to fit right on your arm.
So how in the world does a watch on your wrist know how long your legs are? What's the secret sauce? Well, it's that one simple piece of information you provide, your height. That turns out to be the crucial missing link that lets the AI accurately translate the swing of your arm into a precise measurement of your stride. Now, all of this sounds really impressive, but the big question is, does it actually hold up in the real world? To answer that, researchers put this technology through its paces in a really comprehensive study. And we're not talking about a small test with a handful of people. No, this study included 246 participants, a really diverse group of people, to make sure it represented the real world.
And the amount of data they collected, it's just mind-boggling. The AI was trained and tested on nearly 70,000 individual walking segments. That's a mountain of data, and it's exactly what makes the AI model so smart and so powerful.
The researchers didn't just test this in perfect, ideal conditions either. They really pushed it to its limits. They had people walk at their own pace, walk really fast, and they even had them wear a knee brace to simulate an uneven, asymmetric gait. They wanted to know if this AI could handle the messy reality of how humans actually move. So, after all of that rigorous testing, what did they find? Well, the results were pretty remarkable, and honestly, they have the potential to completely change how we think about our personal health. The main event,
The real question on everyone's mind was, how does the smartwatch stack up against the smartphone? Could a device on your wrist really be as accurate as the one we've been carrying in our pockets? And when it came down to accuracy, wow, it was a dead heat. The smartwatch was just as accurate as the smartphone. The difference between them was so tiny that it was actually statistically insignificant. It was a tie.
So what's the bottom line here? It's pretty clear. The smartwatch is a totally legitimate, scientifically valid tool for analyzing your gait. It's just as accurate as a smartphone, and with that one simple addition of your height, it can unlock a whole new world of personal health insights.
Look, this is more than just a cool technological breakthrough. It's really a glimpse into the future of our health. So let's talk about what this actually means for you. Imagine if you could catch a potential health problem before it ever becomes a real crisis. Or what if your rehab or your fitness plan was perfectly tailored to the unique way that you move? That's the promise of this technology. It's all about proactive, personalized healthcare, and it's sitting right there on your wrist.
We are just scratching the surface of what's possible here. As our devices get smarter and smarter, what other aspects of our health are they going to unlock? The future of personal medicine is arriving, and it's more accessible than ever before. So the real question is, what secrets will your watch reveal about you?